Okay, let's start with pay homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Good afternoon, everyone. Are you happy today?
Yeah, yes. Very good.
You enjoy your lunch today?
Yes.
Yeah. We all live in life. We all want to live a happy life. We want to enjoy life. But some of us, when we reach to learn Buddhism, we found out that why Buddhism always talk about suffering, talk about have to give up everything. So is this what the Buddha talk is not for us because we want to enjoy life? So that is the misunderstanding when you try to learn Buddhism for the beginner. But actually, on the other hand, the Buddha always also taught us how to live a good life, not only in this life, but many lives to come. That's why we have today's topic, lives happy lives. So today's topic will be based on two discourses. One in the collection of numerical discourse, Anguttara Nikaya, and the other one with Samyutta Nikaya, the connected discourse. So we start first with the happiness. So we always think about happiness, right? So there are four kind of happiness that the Buddha taught that a lay person who want to enjoy sensual pleasure can be earned that kind of happiness. So the lay person, you work for your own life, you earn for your own life, and you want to enjoy the pleasure, whether it's material pleasure or the spiritual pleasure. So what is the four of them? The first one is the happiness of ownership. The second one is the happiness of using wealth. Third one is the happiness of debtlessness. And the last one is the happiness of blamelessness. So we go one by one. What is the happiness of ownership? The wealth of a person is obtained from effort. You have to give your effort to work to earn the wealth for your life. It created from the strain of the arm. You have to work hard to get it. And it contributes from the drop of sweat. It's not easy to earn for your living. And especially it should be obtained legally by law. It means that you earn for your life, for your living legally, not by taking advantage of other people. So that is the happiness ownership. So when a person is try hard to earn something for his life, for his family, so he or she will feel the happiness, the pleasure, reflect when he's reflecting back that, oh, this is my wealth, this is my property. It's all obtained by my effort. It's created by the strength of my arms. It's contributed from the drop of the sweat, and all of them is obtained legally by law. This is called the happiness of ownership. So that is the adults can understand it easily because you have to struggle a lot in life to earn for your living. But how about the kids? How can you feel that kind of ownership, the happiness of ownership? So I have an example like you work hard in your work, in your studying, to earn the reward from the parents. Is also kind of ownership, a happiness from ownership you can expect. And uh, as I told you, some of the little gentlemen here, I always remind them that they should feel happy for their life because they got the opportunity to stay here in this country, to learn a lot, to have a lot of things, because their mom and dad, the parents, all the family have to sacrifice their life to to have their life happy right now. So if you not have such kind of good opportunity like that, you we not be better like that. Like I still remember when I grew up, I don't have much things for my family, even to buy a book for myself. I love books, but I don't have a chance to get book. Luckily that my aunt from the state go back and she bought for me books. So that's kind of ownership you should cherish, that you have the opportunity, you are lucky to have, from even that you earn it from your parents. So that is the first one. So the second one, the happiness of using wealth. So after you earn a lot of things with your effort, with your strength of arm, with your sweat, a lot of sweat you have to spend, and legally by law you get the wealth. So the person enjoy using the wealth that he hard to learn. And when he using that things, he reflecting on that thing, and he happy that, oh yeah, now I'm enjoying the thing I have to pay a lot of effort to get it. Like in the picture, the girl is really happy that she earned by herself, and now she can enjoy her life by going shopping, buying the things she loves. So that's the second one. So for the children, for the kid, you can imagine that after you do something good mark at school, etc., and you get the reward from the parents, and you enjoy the thing you spend the time and effort to do to get it. That is the second one. And the third one is the happiness of debtlessness. So herein a person doesn't owe debt, even large or small, to anyone, and and when he doesn't owe debt or even large or small to anyone, he feels pleasant happiness, reflecting that, oh, I don't owe debt even large or small to anyone. I think most of the adults here should experience such kind of happiness really, really well, because um, there's a lot of things you have to spend for your life, and you cannot buy all at one time, like house, like car, or some furniture. You have to get installment every month, or you have to loan it, and it's really stressful after 1 month if you don't have enough money on time, and you have to uh, pay more punishment for that, etc. So when you pay off everything, that kind of release, that kind of happiness is what we talk about. And but some for the kids, when they grew up, they may obtain the wealth from the parents. They may get the wealth from the parents, and some of them may feel like, oh, it's just free. It's easy to get from the parents, and I think that it could be considered as kind of debt to the parents, because you're not worthy for that you get for. So talk back a little bit in the Tikha Nikaya, the collection of long discourse. The Buddha talk about how the kids should do to his parents. So one of them is he or she should maintain the family lineage. This means that I would not destroy my parents' property, because they work really hard to earn such kind of things. And when I inherited such kind of thing like that, I should use it carefully and even develop it to maintain the family. So if the person who is not take care of the wealth, even they inherit it freely from the parents, so in my opinion, it could be considered as kind of debt. So when they enjoy such kind of things, uh, I don't think it's kind of happiness of debtlessness anymore. So that's why I would like to share with you a story written in the commentary of Dhammapada, the saying of Dhamma, talking about a son from a rich family in Varanasi. His name is called Ganda. So he inherited from his parents. So he got a lot from his parents after they pass away. So he's a rich young man. So he's thinking that, oh, my parents is just a fool. Why? Because they earn a lot of things, but I don't know how to enjoy it. So I will enjoy it, everything. So he spent a lot of money, 100,000 gold coin to make a crystal bathroom, 100 gold coin for crystal bathroom floor, 100,000 gold coins for crystal couch, 100,000 gold coin to make for crystal bowls for eating, 100,000 gold coin for making a crystal dining pavilion, 100 gold coin for crystal trays, 100,000 gold coin for lion-shaped crystal window frame, 1,000 for breakfast every day, 1,000 for afternoon meal, and especially on the full moon day, he will get 100,000 for his meal, and then decoration his house beautifully to invite everyone to come and watch how he enjoy his life. And he took bath in 16 kind of fragrant water. And people, there are some kind of singer and dancer singing and dancing around him, make fun for him while he eating. So there are a lot of things he enjoy his parents' property. So do you think that is it good for him? Yeah, it's good, right? Because he enjoy his life. But after that, the wealth, when you not start to develop it, it will diminish, little decrease. So maybe he get happy for little times, but not all the time. Maybe he get the happiness of this life, but not after this life. So that kind of happiness is not totally praised by the Buddha. So I will talk with another person in this story. He have a different way. So when the rich young man enjoy like that, a large number of people curious when they heard some kind of rich young man enjoy in a crystal place like that, spend a lot of 100,000 to enjoy his life. So a poor man come nearby in a crowd, a group of people. So he smelled the good food, and he lamented with his friend that, oh, I would die if I not enjoy such kind of food. I want to enjoy the food. If I not eat food like that, I will die. So people come and ask the rich man, can you share for him, because he gonna die if he not have the food. The rich man said, oh, how can I share for him? Because I have just a little and spend a lot of money for that. If I share for him, then no more for me. So he not agree. He does not agree to give the poor man. So they ask again and again. And finally, the rich man say, okay, now you can enjoy the food as you like, but you have to work for my family for 3 months, for 3 years. Work 3 years for one special meal. So that's why the poor man, he has a nickname called Bhatta Bhattika, means the person who works for meals. So the poor person, the poor man, he worked really hard for his milk, and he completed the work very well, and he allowed to get the position of the rich man for one day after 3 years, and except in the family, except the rich man's wife, everyone have to serve him, and with the good food as the same as the rich man. So at that time, many people curious and to come how the poor man worked for his meal for 3 years freely, no, no payment for 3 years, just exchange for the meal. Okay, so for him, lucky for him that during that time there was a Upāsikā Buddha, an independent Buddha. He's different from the Buddha we pay homage right now, because our Buddha, he get enlightenment by himself. He can teach many people and have a lot of disciples, help many people to get enlightenment. But this Upāsikā Buddha, he doesn't have that capability, so he can practice and get enlightenment by himself only. He doesn't have capability to teach other, to teach many people. He can teach some, but not many people. So that's why we call Upāsikā Buddha or independent Buddha. So that independent Buddha, he came out from a deep meditation called Nirodha Samapatti. So Nirodha Samapatti is kind of deep meditation, is the attainment of cessation in mental activity. So for 7 days, he doesn't need to eat, he doesn't need to drink. He just sit there and practice meditation. And during that time, there are no such thing called mind appear in his mind process. So this kind of deep meditation, especially for a Buddha, for an Arhat or an Anagami only, the third or the fourth level of the noble person only. So it's really special to meet a person who just came out from such kind of deep meditation like that. So after 7 days, he came out from the deep meditation, Nirodha Samapatti, and he went out for alms. And he looked at with his psychic eyes that who have the good connection with me, who have the good condition with me. So he saw this poor man. Okay, so he came nearby the poor man when he ready to enjoy his food. He did not enjoy yet. He prepared to enjoy his food. So when the poor man saw the monk who went for alms, he surprised, and he think for himself that, oh, maybe all my life, all my previous life, I didn't do anything good. I didn't have the generous mind. I don't know how to give other person. That's why in this life I'm so poor, and I need to work really hard for 3 years just to exchange for one meal. So I should do something different. So he decided to offer to the monk, which is the Upāsikā Buddha. So he came out and he offered his food to the monk. The food he have to spend 3 years to work. After he gave the monk half of the portion he got, the Upāsikā Buddha covered his bowl. He said that enough. You should keep the rest for yourself. But he talked to the monk that, Venerable Sir, I worked so hard for this, and because this in the previous life I did not know how to do generosity. That's why I'm poor, and I have to work really hard to get this kind of meal. So please accept my offering. So he gave all his food to the Upāsikā Buddha. And after that, he pay homage to the Upāsikā Buddha and make a wish that may I be always be happy wherever I am, and may I participate in your happiness, which is you have in the present, the noble happiness. So the independent Buddha make a blessing for him, and he went back. Using his psychic power to show everyone that he bring back the bowl, the food that he has, and bring back to share with 500 others independent Buddha in the mountain. So everyone really happy, say sadhu, sadhu, lovely. So come back to the four kind of happiness that we talk. So after a person who work really hard to earn the wealth for themselves with all of the effort, with the strength of the arms, with their sweat and legally by law, they not only use them, enjoy them, but they also make punya by the wealth that they just earn. The word punya is referred to the meritorious deed. Whatever thing that do good is called punya. Okay, and so that is the difference between two kind of person: the rich man, Ganda, and the other we call Bata Patika. So there are different enjoyment. So the first one, they get it, they inherit it from their parents. They he enjoy only everything for his life only, and he doesn't want to share, to give it to anyone. And the second one, the poor man, he worked really hard for 2 years, exchange for 1 meal. And after that, when he see a monk to go alms round, he want to share with the monk, offer whole his food, even not keep a little thing for himself. So what do you think between the two people, which will bring happiness more? Like the poor man, he think for himself that he can enjoy this life, but just this life only. And what next? What after this life? So he think further. That's why he make an offering for the Upāsikā Buddha, because he afraid that next life he will be the same situation like this life. Okay, so and because of that thinking, because that he deciding to do the good thing, so another good thing come to him. So the rich man, he stayed in his house, and when he heard the loud sound from many people, because people see the Upāsikā Buddha fly back and share food with another 500 Upāsikā Buddha, the crowd really happy and say sadhu, sadhu really loudly. And the rich man came out and see what happened, and he know the story, the whole story, that how the poor man can sacrifice his food for 3 years working to offer to the monk, to Upāsikā Buddha. That's why he felt touched and want to share something, his property with the poor man, like kind of reward. And after that, when the people spread the story of the poor man, the king also know that how good he is, how he try hard to sacrifice his food to offer, to make the generosity like that. The king also called him to come and reward him with a lot of property, to ask, please share merit with me. I want to participate in your meritorious deed. And since then, he become another rich man in the city. Now we call the rich man Bata Patika, and they become friends with each other, the rich man Ganda and the rich man Bata Patika. This is a little bit aside from the story, but you may see that in this story, if the rich man Ganda, he just enjoy for his life the wealth from his parents only, he will get nothing else benefit. But after he become friend with this good guy, because the Bata Patika, he know how to do generosity, he sacrifice his food, And the rich man Ganda learned from it, become a good friend with him. So surely they will get benefit from for the next life. So that's how we should have a good friend to be associated with. So it bring not only this benefit for this life, but also the life to come. So we'll talk a little bit about what kind of karma and the consequence in this story. So there are three kind of karma and consequence. The first one is the karma. The karma means the action. Okay, it's translated as the action you do by body, by speech, or by mind. So there are karma, there are action that would yield the consequence or result. So some kind of karma is giving result in current life, like the poor man, because he with all his mind, with all his happy mind, that he want to give, to offer to the monk, so sacrifice himself. So that mind is really strong enough to give the result in the current life. So that's the first one. If that kind of karma action doesn't have power enough, it will become Upāsikā. It means unaffected, no give result. Okay, become fruitless. The second one is we call the karma is giving result in the next life. So immediately after this life, is referred to the situation that a person who practiced the jhana absorption and attain jhana absorption. So when they attain jhana absorption, immediately after they pass away, they will be born in the Brahma world, the heaven of the person who practiced the jhana absorption. Or the person who do really bad deed, we call 5 immediate karma, really hideous act like killing father, killing mother, just try to kill the arahant, bleed the Buddha, or create the schism in the sangha. They divided the sangha order, the group of community of the monk. So if they commit these really hideous acts like that, immediately after they pass away, they will be born in hell to pay for what they do. So that is the second one. And if they don't have the chance for them to arise, to give the result, it becomes ineffective, Upāsikā, fruitless. And the last one we call endless karma. Endless karma. It means that it can give result, consequence whenever it wants, whenever it have enough condition. So after the third life, to 100,000 or forever, until you disappear from the cycle of rebirth, the samsara. So we don't know. That's why nowadays sometimes we do good, but we don't know. We still face a lot of difficulties in this life, and we wonder why I do good, I be a good person, but why I have to face a lot of difficulties. It may be because of this third kind of karma action, endless karma, wherever in the samsara long time ago we did something really bad and now we have to face it. So what we can do is just try doing the good thing and run away from that. Okay, so we have these three kind of karma and the consequence. So the poor man, Upāsikā, he really lucky because the recipient of his offering is a noble, moral person, a really noble person. That's it, the independent Buddha, the Upāsikā Buddha. Second thing, the things he offer, the food he offer is he earned legally and by all his effort for 3 years. And at that moment, his mind is really pure and happy to give all the things he have to the monk, to the Upāsikā Buddha. Before he offer, he saw he have it in mind. During he offer, he with his happiness, and after that he's thinking back and he's still happy with his offering. Not after offering and regret. It's not kind of the thing like that. So and the the last thing is the special quality of the recipient. That is the Bajjaka Buddha, after he emerged from the deep meditation we call Nirodha Samapatti. That's a really special chain opportunity to get that chance. So because of these four reasons, so the result come out immediately for him in the present life, the current life. So next we will talk about the fourth kind of happiness we call the happiness of blamelessness. So a person has blameless conduct by way of body, have blameless conduct by way of speech, and blameless conduct by way of mind. And after he practiced in this way, he filled with pleasure and happiness, reflecting that, oh, in my life I have practiced the blameless conduct by way of body, blameless conduct by way of speech, and blameless conduct by way of mind. So that is called the happiness of blamelessness. So we talk one by one. What is the happiness of blamelessness by way of body, speech, and mind? So herein,
blameless is like criticize some of them don't.
oh, okay, blameless means that you're not criticized by a wise. Something do really when you do something good, you will be praised by the wise, and when you do something really bad, really terrible, really unwholesome, unskillful, the wise look at what you do and criticize what you have done. So when we talk about the detail, you will imagine how it is. So a person who practice blamelessness conduct by way of body, there are three of them. So he reflect on himself that I'm the person who want to live, don't you? You want to be alive? Yeah, sure. We don't want to die. We want to enjoy happy, and we want to reject all the pain, all the suffering. So if we want our life like that, if someone come and take away my life, I don't want. I don't want to be dead. I don't want to be die. I want to be happy. I want to reject, far away from the pain, from the suffering. So it is not pleasing and agreeable for me if someone do that for me. And therefore, if I were to take life of someone else, destroy their life, let them less enjoy the happiness, let them face up with a lot of suffering, so they will not. It is not agreeable and happy for them too. So reflecting like that, I will become the person who keep ourselves, who giving up from killing living creatures, thinking of other person and thinking about our life, and then I give up the killing living creatures, and then encourage other person to abstain from killing living creature, and then praise the abstaining from killing living creature. That is called the bodily behavior purify in the first thing, not killing any living beings. You not only keep yourself from not killing, but also encourage others to do that and praise the person who tried to do that. The second one is really hard to earn for a living, to work really hard, spend a lot of time, a lot of effort. So if someone come up here and steal the thing you work hard to get, you happy with that? No, I'm not really happy. It's not pleasant, not agreeable for me. So if I were to take away the things stealing from not from another person, someone else, they will not happy. So thinking in that way, he reflect on himself, I will not take away the thing what is not given. I will encourage the person to abstain from stealing, from taking what is not given. And I will praise the person who abstain from taking what is not given. So that is the second one, away from stealing. And the third one, everybody want to have a happy family, right? Nobody want to be cheated, for sure. And because of that, we will tell ourselves that we will never commit the misconduct against other family, destroy other family, happiness of other family. Because we don't want our family to be break up, to be in a bad situation. So why we want to do that with other family? So that person who reflect on that, he will keep himself giving up from sexual misconduct, encourage others to abstain from sexual misconduct, and praise the abstain from sexual misconduct. That is the third one concerned with the body. So we'll talk about the fourth kind concern of the speech. So if someone come and harm the benefit of our life by false speech, like to earth to get benefit for themselves but take away benefit from us, so it's just not happy, right? Nobody want to we lose the benefit, lose the welfare. So if I'm the person, I were to harm welfare by of someone else by false speech, and it's also not happy for them, it's not pleased and agreeable for them. So reflect on that. We will not say lie to other person. We will giving up the false speech, encourage others to abstain from false speech, and praise the abstaining from false speech. Second one, if the person come and break up the relationship between me and my friend by saying with divisive speech, saying something and divide the relationship between us and other friends. So it's not happy, right? It's just not enjoyable anymore. So if I were the person to break up someone from his or her friend by divisive speech, and it's not this is not agreeable or pleased for that person anymore. So reflect on that. We try to give up divisive speech and encourage others to abstain from divisive speech and praise the abstain from divisive speech. That is the second one. We all want to hear lovely word. No, we don't want everybody to criticize us loudly, to throw the harsh word to us. So if someone would talk to us with harsh speech, it is not pleased and it's not agreeable for us. So if we, the person who throw the harsh speech to other person, so that person will not happy to receive such kind of harsh speech. So reflect on that. We will abstain from the harsh speech ourselves. We praise, we encourage others to abstain from the harsh speech, and we praise the abstaining from the harsh speech. And the last one, so if someone who come and talk to me with silly word, silly speech mean without thinking, without intelligence, and nonsense talking, like talk without a meaningless matter, or just talk without any benefit to come. So it's waste our time, and it's not happy to listen to such kind of thing. We have our time, we need to do something else. We don't want to listen to such kind of person and waste our time like that. So because we reflect on that, and we will try to give up such kind of speech, nonsense speech, and we will encourage others to give up the nonsense speech because of waste of time, and we will praise the person who abstain from nonsense speech. So there are four kind of action, blameless action referred to the speech. And when you practice these seven, three of the body and four of the word, the speech, you reflect like that. It's also considered as the blameless intention. Because you live with generous heart that doesn't want to seize everything from the possession of anyone else. You live with the love that would not harm other sentient being, and you only live with wisdom, clearly distinguish which is right, which is wrong to do, and not blindly believe to anything. So that is the we talk about the happiness of blamelessness by way of body, of speech, and of mind. So in the Anguttara Nikaya, the Buddha have a quote. We have a quote that discerning clearly, a clever person knows both guy. The other guy is not worth a 16th path of the happiness of blamelessness. So we have four kinds of happiness today. We learn four kinds of happiness. So the other first belong to one category, and the last one belong to another category. And the first category, the other happiness, happiness of ownership, happiness of using wealth, and another happiness is not worth 16 path of the habitat of blamelessness. Why is like that? Because the happiness of blamelessness, when you purify your action by way of body, by way of speech, and by way of mind like that, it will bring much more benefit for your life in this life and the next life to come. More happiness in life, not only this life. So we continue with the story. I know that some of you like fall down, gonna sleep soon. Don't worry, because my voice have a power, the power of put you into sleep. Don't worry about that. Okay, we come back with the story. So after the poor man, he become a rich man. Bhattapatika, who worked for the milk, who worked 3 years for his milk, he passed away, and he was born in the heaven after death. So during the time of our Buddha, the Gautama Buddha, he was born in a rich family in Savatthi. That is the result, that is the consequence of his good deed. So he was born in a rich family, which is the benefactor, the supporter of Venerable Sariputta. So Venerable Sariputta is the chief disciple of the Buddha who has the most in wisdom. So when his mother get pregnant, she feel like she want that kind of desire when a lady get pregnant. That kind of desire like he want to eat something, he want to do something. So for this lady especially, she have the desire to offer to the monk, and she want that she will invite the Venerable Sariputta and 500 monks to come to make offering, and she want that she'll be the last person enjoy the food after offer to the monk, like the remain food after the monk. She will sit there and wear the cloth, the similar color with the monk, and enjoy the food as the monk. That's how she desire. And after she do that, her desire is fulfilled, and no more suffering because of kind of desire. I think that your lady will understand such kind of situation. Okay. And when she give birth to after she give birth to the boy, and she also invites many monks to come and have the ceremony called giving the name. And she talked to the Venerable Sariputta that when she get pregnant for him, all the family don't have kind of any suffering, so they're all happy in their life. So that's why the boy named Sukha means happiness. And when the boy Sukha gets 7 years old, he asked the mom that I want to follow the Venerable Sariputta. I want to become a novice monk. So all the family also support him. Really happy to support him, not crying so much. I know that some of the father and mother, when the children stay far away from them for a little, it's really difficult for them. But for this family, because of the power of the punya that the boy get, and because of the understanding that bring good for them, so all the family supports whatever he want. So he become a young novice monk, follow the Venerable Sariputta. So one day when he followed Venerable Sariputta, his teacher, to go for alms. Monk have to go for alms every morning. So he saw something really strange, really curious on the way, like a carpenter. They try to bending the wood, or the farmer know how to lead the water into the field. So he asked the teacher about such situation, and he thinking that, oh, the people can do it to the material thing, so should I do it to the spiritual thing, which is the mind? I can do that too. I can bend my mind too. I can lead my mind to the good way. So he thinking like that, and he asked the Venerable monk, so please take back your bow, and I want to go back to the temple. So Venerable Sariputta really happy with that. So okay, agreed for him to go back to the temple. So when he go back to the temple and start to contemplate on what he just saw, and the throne of Sakka king get hidden. Sakka king is a deva, a celestial being. You can call an angel. He is the king of many angels who live in the Tavatimsa heaven. So there is special thing in the Buddhist history that you should get attention, that when the Sakka throne get hit, that is something that need his help, that there is somebody really moral person need his help. So Sakka went down to the earth and looked around, and he knows that the novice monk Kosuka need his help. So he's called the four king Chatumaharajika together with Sakka, and protect the young novice while he get meditation. Keep everything totally quiet and hold back the time, because the novice monk not have lunch yet. So if it take long time, he no have lunch. So they try to keep everything totally quiet and hold back the time. So so when the Venerable Sariputta go for alms, he was offered with good food, and after that, the family also offer an extra bowl for him to bring back to the young novice. And when he come back, the Buddha himself come and help the young novice, because the young novice need take long time to practice to go this level up to another level. You know, there are four level of noble person, so he need time to practice, go up little time, this step after another step. So he not reached the last one yet. So the Buddha himself know the situation it is, so he came out and tried to prevent Venerable Sariputta to stop the young novice. He asked some question concerning Dhamma, and after knowing that the young novice attend the final part, so the Buddha let the Venerable Sariputta come and give him the food. So after he enjoyed he eat the lunch, so everything back to normal, and it's really fast to turn to the evening, and people really surprised. And later on, the Buddha tell what happened with the novice called Sukha. So this is the whole story of novice monk called Sukha. So in the previous life, he's a poor man. He worked hard to earn for his meal for 3 years, and then now he finished on his samsara cycle of rebirth by practicing to the highest level of planlessness. So today we learn about the live happy lives. So there are 4 kinds of happiness a person can enjoy in his life. The happiness of ownership, the happiness of using wealth, the happiness of debtlessness, and the happiness of planlessness. So among those 4 kind of happiness, the happiness of planlessness is the best, because it will lead us to the good way, to the skillful way, to the wholesome way, and we'll have more and more happiness to come. Not only enjoy happy in this life, but more life to come. And we also know that there are 3 kind of karma and consequence. It depends on how strong the mind is and how good the situation is, like the moral person, moral recipient, or the special occasion, like he just emerged from the deep meditation, for example. So there's the karma give result in the current life, the karma give result in the next life, immediately after this life, and endless karma wherever it have enough condition to come. So we also know the story of novice Sukha, how he worked hard for his life, how he giving up to do generosity offer to the monk, how he get benefits, how he practice with the help of not only the Deva, the Sakka, but also the Buddha himself help him to practice. So that's what I want to share today. Thank you for your listening.
Okay, thank you, Venerable Hiri, for a beautiful presentation and very informative and benefitful. Okay, so now is the discussion time, and I would like to add my point to this today's lesson, our Dhamma talk. So I want to point out about good friends. I think all of us, we need friends, and sometimes we choose the wrong friends and end up get ourselves in trouble or make it worse, destroy our life. So being good friends is very helpful, help our life in every way. But how do you define good friends? A good friend in some aspect that people see as a friend who be there for you when you're in trouble, or to share some of the pleasure with you. But those kind of share or those kinds of influence may not be benefit for our life. For example, let's say that when a friend, like in the old days, like when we were young in Vietnam, we have some friend that like to go steal fruit from the neighbor, and it was very fun, right? So a good friend would call us to come along and participate in stealing fruit, and we had a good time. We thought that was good, and there was a good friend who include us in the fun. But in Buddhist perspective, this is not really a good friends, even though good friend did think of us when good time. That's why in Buddhist perspective, wouldn't be categorized as good friend, because stealing is committing unwholesome deed, as rule number 2 that a Buddhist should abide to avoid all the bad consequence. But in this case, a good friend in Buddhism, there's a Pali word called Kalyana Mitta. called Dhamma friend, good friend, who has the morality, who lead a moral life and influence us in the moral activity to bring us benefit. So for this rich young man who built a crystal palace from his parent inherit, his money, he so fortunate, he has good condition to have met a poor man. And because the poor man, he has a good heart with a moral heart, he knows how to do generosity that somehow influenced the rich young man eventually participate in doing generosity. And so happened that this generosity was performed on a Upāsikā Buddha, a silent Buddha, or a independent Buddha. Whoever make generosity on this Upāsikā Buddha will receive immense result. In this case, the poor man got to be reborn in heaven, but not just only in the future life, in the very life, this poor man ended up to become a very rich man, because the consequence yield immediately in that current life, that when the king heard that this young man did in a very grander gesture, that the king decided to reward him. That is the immediate consequence, immediate result. So lucky for the rich young man, he got influenced performance. Eventually, the result will also will bear for the rich man also. But I want to point out that, let's suppose that the rich young man did not know, or did not meet the poor young man. He could have spent all his money wastefully, and to the point that he could become poor. And in the next life, he could be poor, and many like people too. But for him, fortunately, he learned how to build his wealth by doing generosity, and so happened to be a very fertile land is the Upāsikā Buddha. So as you know, if you are a millionaire, a billionaire, or trillionaire, if you don't work to replenish or to build up on that, what happened? What happened if you have a mountain of wealth? If you don't, fill it back up, it eventually diminished, right? Because with all the wasteful spending, eventually you get less, and to the point that you have nothing left. But if you enjoy it, but you save it, and then you perform generosity, this generosity bears the fruit, and it will continue to refill your wealth. And the wealth you continue to enjoy and enjoy as it is. I think all the investors, all of us should know that when we have this money, we spend some, we save some, and then we invest some more. And this investment will yield more profit, and we have more profit to enjoy, and then continue that cycle, keep going on. But if we don't invest, continue to invest, eventually all the money we spend will come zero. So it's very important to have good friend. In this case, we call Dhamma friend, or we call moral friend. Okay? Today we talk about the three kind of bodily action. We talk about the bodily, three kind of action. We talk about the bodily action. We talk about the speech, the verbal action. We talk about the mental action. The bodily action, we have three type of action. The three subcategory we call not killing, not stealing, and not commit adultery, like breaking family, other people, or our family, happiness. As you know, in Buddhism, we believe in cause and effect. We call it the law of cause and effect. And for the first precept called not killing, Banatipata. And a lot of us, you know, as a monk, people come to us and they always lament about mishap or situation in their family. Like some people die at a very young age. Some people, like the last funeral we just attend to, the person who died was only 33. And people wonder why he's just a good person, a very productive person, yet he did a lot of wholesome deed, but how come he died so young? But if you understand the teaching of the Buddha, we understand laws and effect, the cause and effect, the law of cause and effect pertaining to killing. He might be a very good person abstaining from killing in this life, but that doesn't mean he's exempt from the action that he has committed in the previous life. He could have committed a very unwholesome act of killing. That's why it bears the result that in this life, he has a very short life. And same go with the stealing adina dana, not taking things that had not been given. Some people are saying that in this life, Buddhism taught us that performing generosity will yield wealth, in the future. And some people come to say, in my life, I always seize the opportunity when someone needs help, someone in distress, or someone doesn't have thing, I'm willing to give and share my stuff. But how come I keep failing with my business? I keep losing my business. I'm losing my stuff. I am very poor. When will I be rich from the action that I have done, by the generosity I've done? Well, we don't just have one life. We have many lives to come and many, many previous lives. If you are good in this life, but you don't know what you have done in the past life, that's why people often say in Buddhist culture, if you want to know what you have done in the past life, you should look in your current life. And if you want to know what your life will be in the future, look at what you are doing in this current life. Because what you have is what you inherit from the past life. And what you will get will yield the result from the action that you committed in this current life, or in this current moment. So if you keep in mind the law of cause and effect, then you should be very cautious from what you are doing, and be with good friends, be with the ones that lead a moral life, and be influenced, and you can also get benefit from that. Be careful who you are with. Sometimes friends can be very good to you, but influence you or show you to do the wrong thing, and you end up getting in trouble. So today we learn about happiness, about happy life. And all of us, including animal, all beings, we talk about all sentient beings, whether human, animal, heaven beings, hell being, hungry ghost being, all of them, all of us inclusive, will always want to be happy, want happiness. But a lot of us misunderstand. We tend to look happiness in the wrong way. That's why we end up reaping more unhappiness. Like, for example, some people think that drinking will lead them to be happy. But drinking will end up get you deeper in unhappiness. Or thinking that, oh, I just stole somebody property and it make me happy. I have something that I didn't have before. So that kind of happiness will definitely yield unhappiness in the future. So that's the kind of happiness that we look in the wrong direction. But in this case, the poor young man, he performed generosity to a monk before he ever knew that he was a Upāsikā Buddha. So he performed generosity because he knows that this monk needs food to survive. So sharing food will make the monk feel full, not hungry. So he feels happy that he helped someone. So that's the kind of happiness that he has happiness, and the one who received the food also feel happiness. But further than that, it yield much more happiness. So it's the win-win. It's a win-win situation. It's a win-win action. Where the other kind of happiness, it may be a win-lose or a lose-lose action. So there you go. That's the kind of happiness that we need to focus on, okay? And that's called the true happiness. And eventually it yield a more substantial result that when his mom carried him in his womb, because of his punya, it affect the whole family. Everyone in the family was happy, doing good thing, receive a lot of good thing, and somehow it influenced the mother to perform the generosity because the effect of the inborn baby. And then when he was born, he become a monk. But don't be mistaken that good deed will lead you to become a monk or anything. But in this situation, it's only for this particulation. But if this person didn't take the journey of become a monk, he could enjoy in heaven with luxury life, or be born a human with a lot of wealth, a lot of good things. And that's still a very substantial happiness. Okay, so today's lesson we learn about the happiness. You got to understand the true happiness. Don't be mistaken. What makes you feel good is truly happiness. That's what I want to add to today's lesson and Dhamma talk. So, anyone feel something not clear, or you want to have question, please raise your question now.
Yeah, before everyone have question, I'd like to add a little bit more.
Water.
Because today we have learned about the happiness. So the point of today's lesson is we bring happiness not only to this life, but also the next life, next many life, and not only bring happiness to yourself, but also to the people around you, the beloved around you, like the story of the pregnant lady. So that is why today, that's why our sponsor, she tried to host the Dhamma lesson every year like this, because we not try to convert anyone into Buddhism, but we want to spread a message from the Buddha about the morality of a moral life, and bring happiness for your own life, for yourself and the beloved people around you.
And just want to say that it's not about converting anyone. This is the fact, whether you are Buddhist or not Buddhist. If you act accordingly, wholesome, it bears the same result. You don't have to be a Buddhist to get this kind of benefit. Before then, none of these people were Buddhist, but they still received the same result. It's because of the law, cause and effect. And even you call yourself a Buddhist and you don't practice accordingly, you still receive the same result as a non-Buddhist. So don't think that you are a Buddhist and you are exempt from all the bad consequence. So act accordingly and be friend with the worthy friend, not just a friend who always included us in the fun. That's what we want to remind everyone. Okay, anyone, any questions? You, and I just want to point out about the happy life, happiness. Happiness is earned, not given. Like this person who has the, he has the happiness of ownership. You have to work hard for it. You cannot pray for it. If you want to be successful in life, you have to work very hard. You have to study very hard. You have to follow rules in order to be a good person, a very efficient person to earn the kind of life that you look for. Even you are young, now you are underage, you're still under the care of your parents. Thing that you need, parents could give it to you because they're capable, they have the money, the wealth to give it to you. But that doesn't mean that it's free. If the parent guide the children the right way, they have to earn it. I have my cousin. She had two little boys, only 3 years old, and the two boys loved to watch TV. And what she did is the two boys have to earn the credit to watch TV. So every time she gave him 100 points for each, and every time he's good, not been scolded or been criticized, he still has that 100 points. But if he if he been criticized, then the point got deducted. So in a way, he earned the point to get the time to watch TV. So even though you don't have a job, you don't earn money, you should have a way to earn, to get the thing that your parent give it to you. The same way of the happiness of ownership. Okay? So don't expect your parent to provide you everything that you want and you don't work for it. Every single one have to work for the thing that we want to have. Okay? So if you have it, then it's the happiness of ownership. And the debt, I think a lot of us in America, at some level, we have some debt, right? We owe money. And imagine that the debt that hanging on our shoulder every day, that we have to work hard to pay back. And we cannot rest easy when we have some money we owe with someone. So that's a burden. That could be a suffering. But if we are free from all that debt, that's very refreshing, very uplifting, free from this kind of thing. So that's considered the happiness also. Okay? Yeah? Anyone, kids over there? No questions? Okay, all right. If we don't have any question, then we could wrap it up and we call for the day. And thank you for your attention and your participation. And I also would like to express our appreciation to our donors. Yung is also the donor, and we have who else the donor today? Okay, so yeah, a lot of people participate. Thank you very much for hosting it, and this is a very good punya. We could actually give someone a meal, but a meal with the Dhamma like this, how to live our life productively, then that's much more benefit. Like I say, like people say, give me a fish, I eat a day. Give me a fishing bowl, I eat all my life. So, so consider this is a fishing bowl. Is it your the guidance that to having much more benefit, much more lunch in the future. If you understand this and act accordingly, then more benefit will come to your way. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, we monk would like to do a blessing. And a blessing to the donor and everyone who participate here today. So, and we share the merit to all. Nam mô. Chúc phúc. Sabbi tiyo vivachantu samparogo vinasatu mate bhavantante rayo sukhi dīghāyuko bhava dhanasile sane changvatha pachayino chataro dhamma vatanti ayo vano Sukam balang bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sambade dasamba bhuta nubhave nasada soti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sambade vada sabba dhamma nubhave nasada soti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sambade vada sabba sankha nubhave nasada soti bhavantu te. Cầu xin cho tất cả sự rủi ro người đều được xa lánh, cầu xin cho tất cả thân bên của người đều được dứt khỏi, sự tai hại cũng chẳng có đến cho người, cầu xin cho người được sự an vui trường thọ, cả bốn pháp chung mừng là sống lâu sanh đẹp an vui, sân mạnh hằng thêm đến người, là người năng nghiêng mình lễ bái cung dường đến tam bảo, và có lòng tôn kính các bậc tu hành tinh tấn, nhân là bậc chi giới và bậc trưởng lão. May you all be well and happy and peaceful.
So before we finish, may everyone agree to pray for the teaching of the Buddha in due test of time for the happiness of all beings. Buddha
Sasanang Chirang Thitatu Buddha Sasanang Chirang Thitatu Buddha Sasanang Chirang Thitatu. Sadhu, 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 sadhu. Okay, well done.